hello, 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 hello. Here she comes. Come on then. There should be champagne, shouldn't it? Let's talk yesterday. In fact, another memory, it'll be 24 hours that it began. Firstly, I'm gonna thank a few people. Sir Brian Staff, you're a legend. Jenny Richards, Claire Morgan, Sarah Davis, the advisors on the helpline, thank you. 5.5 years to get to here. I've had a few tears, as you can imagine. I've had a drink yesterday, in memory of my friend and for my brothers. But Sir Brian, thank you so much. Someone actually listened, then weren't fooled by the government at all. Many tried and failed. What would I like now? Kenneth Harry Clark, you bastard! You should be locked up, put in prison, you little fucking cunt. You should be given some old factor 8. Sure, there's a few vials kicking around in the lab somewhere. I'm a manufacturer too, but hey, Virginia Botany, you too. But there is also a Prime Minister I'd like to thank for listening finally to what happened. It took a lot of fucking years and effort to get here. Theresa May, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing the opportunity nearly 6 years ago for Sir Brian to hold the inquiry. Yeah, it's a bit emotional. Without us pressuring, without the likes of Diana Johnson, Labour MP, without Andy Bonham, Labour, without us, without any of it, we'd never seen justice. King Clark still a bastard. Treloar, I don't thank you for anything, ever. You used all of us, no matter the disability. Treloar, you need the personal investigation and shutting down and bulldozing. That you wankers dealt with. To my friends, Ed, Jules, Adam, all of you, John, Lee, Jason, Lofty, some are it, some are not, Peter, David, Chris, little Colin, we got your truth heard. Sir Brian believes us. What becomes of vets, ministers, when they belong in fucking jail from, what is it? Aggravated assault and murder. 'Cause that's what it is. I went to see King Clark behind bars, John Major, Virginia Bottomley, and any other useless cunts. I want you gone. I want you all to be beaten to a pulp. I want you all to be injected with infected blood, plenty of it to share. Plenty of us would gladly line up and give him it, but they're not given the medication to cope with it. We watch you. We just say, oh well, bad luck. Job major. Or, well, we didn't know whether July 2, King Clark. Well, you know, we were trying to save the poor haemophiliacs. It was better with cryo. We've proven it. Lie after lie after lie. And now Treloar's. Let's say this. How many minutes a week did you get through? 2,000. Prophylactic treatment when it wasn't needed. Fuck me, you're a rotten bunch of evil, like I always said. You lot are fucking evil. I'm not school where you're apparently educated need shutting down now. Yes, I'm angry. I always have been, but until that report was made available, I didn't know what to say. I'm going because this is for a superhero, not with superheroes wear cape or use web shooting from our wrists. This superhero, if I can find it, I think you know. I think you know what I'm looking for. I just want a certain bit. No! Shush! Shush. Here we go. But what a superhero really looks like. Come with me. I'm interested. Right, here we go. Want to see a legend, a hero, a man who knows his stuff? I give this to Brian.
Can you tell us what the main findings of your inquiry are?
Well, let me put it into context. What I've been looking at are people from families across the UK who've gone into hospital for treatment, and over 30,000 have come out with infections which were life-shattering. And 33,000 of those have died, and deaths keep on happening week by week. And what I've found is that disaster was no accident. People put their trust in doctors and the government to keep them safe, and that trust was betrayed. And then the government compounded the agony by telling them that nothing wrong had been done, that they'd had the best available treatment, and that as soon as tests were available, they were introduced. And both of those statements were untrue. That's why what I'm recommending is that compensation must be paid now, and I've made various other recommendations to help to make the future of the NHS better and treatment safer.
It's obviously hard to imagine that something like this has been allowed to happen. Can you just give us a sense of the scale of the devastation that has caused to families across the UK?
Well, I think the scale speaks for itself. If you have over 30,000 people who go into hospital and come out with infections which were life-shattering, that in itself is huge, and the suffering for them and for others is huge. When you add to that the fact that over 3,000 have died, and that deaths keep on happening week after week, you not only have a disaster which happened over years, but is still happening. What that brings with it is suffering which is very difficult to put into words. You really have to listen to people who've lived it to hear and to understand.
There you have it. Yeah. So Brian, should you find this? Thank you. Thank you for all you've done. Some say you should have done it quicker, but it took us 40 years, as I said, to get here, to get to the final hurdle. Now, there are other inquiries on this, but they were all pushed aside. So Brian has been the only one to keep pushing. There's quite damning evidence in so many cases. Most of them from the haemophiliac community itself. Yes or no, definite batch numbers reports. It was known in 1979 that AIDS had been around 8 or 9 years. it wasn't new. So man, I think we're gonna have to do this. 1 minute. And because I want to remind us all it will be a trigger. So guys, if you want to skip a minute, fine. If you don't know the adverts, watch on, and I'll give you a couple. And let me just add here that every gay man was blamed for HIV and AIDS by Margaret Thatcher back in 1983, and I'll get to that in a minute. Let me try and walk past about, hang on guys, bear with. Give me a minute, yeah, I'll just switch us all around. Because I want those who don't live in the UK to understand how we were scapegoated by Thatcher and Clark. Let's mirror a little minute forward. Let's leave it at that. And I'll remind you of what we were dealing with as children.
Sexual intercourse with an infected person. Anyone can get it, man or woman. So far it's been confined to small groups, but it's spreading. So protect yourself. And read this leaflet when it arrives. If you ignore AIDS, it could be the death of you. So don't die of ignorance.
Don't die of ignorance. Just be a haemophilia instead. Let's have another look. Hang on. I won't play politics, Joe, hang on. Give me a sec, peeps.
were being killed by AIDS. But now we know every one of us could be devastated by it. The fact is, over 50,000 men, women and children now carry the AIDS virus. That in 3 years, nearly 2,000 of us will be dead. That if not stopped, it could kill more Australians than World War II. But AIDS can be stopped, and you can help stop it. If you have sex, have just one safe partner, or always use condoms. Always.
So, you see, it was never about telling the truth. Never. Let's try that one.
23 million leaflets have been printed, and they will be distributed to every household in Britain. It's essential that people read and take note of what is in the leaflet. To emphasise this, a television commercial has been made. This gives some idea of what went on in its production in a quarry in Shropshire.
I think that's pretty
The
good.
director was Nicholas Rogue.
And now, twist the flowers. The other way. Turn over. And start. Four.
Being aware of the level of interest that the newspaper campaign has already generated, the government is setting up its own telephone helpline service in January. In the first instance, with 600 new lines.
Put together. Every haemophilia was used for research. Every single one. Every single haemophilia born between the late 50s to today was used for research only. So like that. No, I don't want to do. Please, guys, please watch Shades in the Family on our YouTube channel. I'm not playing it now. I might put it in the link. There's so much. I mean, you've heard me say this, and I'll keep using this phrase, keeping the chimps, because we didn't matter, not of that we did not matter. And I'll give you a bit of Andy Burnham.
I think this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest injustice that this country has seen. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people infected, so many lives ruined. And for decades under all governments, in my view, Whitehall lined up behind a lie that nobody was knowingly given unsafe blood products. Well, I found out through the work that I did that I was given lies as Health Secretary. That same point was put to me, and in the end I found out that was untrue. And indeed, I think when this report comes out, it will rock Whitehall to its foundations, because we cannot have a situation in this country where public servants are not anything other than wholly truthful to ministers. It's why I've called for a duty of candour on all public servants to tell the truth at the first time of asking. So we will see, won't we, when the report comes out. But when I made my final speech in Parliament, I called this a criminal cover-up on an industrial scale. And personally, I think that is what this report will find.
Criminal cover-up? Do you think criminal prosecutions could still follow?
I hope so.
Well, I think they should, in the same way as they should with the post office situation, in the same way that they should with Grenfell. There has to be accountability in society, and particularly in public services. We obviously will wait to see the detail, but I am very clear that I was not told the truth as Health Secretary, and it just shouldn't be possible that could be allowed to happen. I think for fear of financial exposure, Whitehall kind of stuck to this line and this lie for decades, and sadly so many families lost loved ones and had their lives ruined as a result. So there does have to be full accountability.
Oop, bit close. There you go. So, as you can see, we have Andy Burnham right with us. Thank you, Andy. So I want to say I'll be back soon.